This meeting is called to order.
Rambo eat first. It's over.
Reel it in. All right, sorry we're late. 5 minutes late, sorry. I appreciate everybody coming out this morning. I think historically, we start this thing off with Pledge of Allegiance. Can you hear me all right? Everybody hear me okay? Okay, historically, we start this thing off with Pledge of Allegiance. If you guys don't mind standing up.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Make sure this is close enough now. Posterity's sake? Awesome. So, announcements. We do have a sign-up sheet for those who wish to speak at this meeting. The meeting is being recorded for posterity's sake and for those who couldn't make it today. I think we're going to start off with the fall event schedule to be submitted by 7:25 for the newsletter. Is that accurate?
Yep. And that is to be determined at this point due to COVID-19. We're not really sure how the fall events are going to play out. So stay tuned.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Approval of minutes.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes for March 14, 2020.
Second.
And you say first and second.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks, guys.
I make a motion for the March 14, 2020 executive meeting. Minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I make a motion for the May 9th, 2020 executive meeting.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great.
Okay.
Let's see here. Second reading of SOP Volume 1, 10.11.
All right, 10.11, tampering with Woodland Lakes trustee equipment. No person other than authorized Woodland Lakes trusteeship trustee, employee, or hired contractor shall intentionally or knowingly remove, damage, disable, obscure, tamper with, alter to the direction of, or any way disrupt, block, or impair the normal operation or functionality of any surveillance camera, security, safety or performance monitoring, recording, communication, or alarm device or related equipment. B, any fire, smoke, or other alarm system or related equipment. C, any fire extinguisher or fire suspension device or related equipment. D, any security lighting or related equipment. E, any lock or other entrance or exit or monitoring device. Number 2, no person other than an authorized Woodland Lake trustee, employee, or hired contractor shall enter or exit the back gate without permission from a trustee. Number 3, no person other than authorized Woodland Lakes trustee, employee, or hired contractor shall tamper, cover, vandalize, or disregard any of the signage posted in Woodland Lakes. Number 4, any person who by accident does any of the above mentioned prohibited acts, or who witnesses any such accidental or prohibited intentional act shall immediately report that fact to Woodland Lakes trusteeship office, gate, or security personnel. And number 5, any person violating any of the above mentioned is subject to prosecution, fines, and cost of repair of equipment. In violation, if a violation is in the community center, future rentals will be denied and loss of security deposit. That's it.
Very good. We're going to go through some of the reports. What's that?
You have to make a motion to accept it.
Motion to accept.
I'll make it. It
Awesome.
has to be done.
Accept.
I make a motion to accept the reading.
Aye.
Good. All in favor?
Aye.
This is awesome. Killing it. All right, reports. I think we're gonna start off with Bob with the treasurer's report.
Okay, well, thank you for coming. As you can see in the reports that we put out over there on the counter, on our profit and loss statement, plus on how much money we've got in the bank currently right now, we're getting towards the end of the year, so it starts dwindling down. In our amplified account, we did end out at the end of June with still $553,714.67. We still do have also money in the operating account. That's what we pay our daily functions out of. We also have recently, we signed up, Darlene and I did with our bank, the ACH program, to where our funds will be transferred around to other holding facilities, so that way we can federally insure our money better, since we are only federally insured up to $250. But it gives us access to our money without going to different banks and writing checks. So the bank does have a program that we have applied for, but they're not, actually, I was trying to get in it before, but they're not taking applications for it, where they manage the money and you don't have to do it. But they're not, because of the financial situation in the market and everything else right now at COVA, they're not taking any more applications on that program. But we did get in on the ACH program to where the office can transfer right from our computer, basically. So if we need to move some funds around, because we try to keep everything that we can in savings accounts type thing, like amplified accounts. So that's the only other small change that we've made at all lately, and that's just in trying to protect our money better. Also, just for a little bit of information that people have asked, for the Memorial Day, with guest passes that came in, there was 710 guest passes given out, which netted us like $1,420. For the 4th, even though it seemed really busy, and we seemed pretty covered up, there was 465 guest passes given out. So you gotta remember that's a car. There could have been 2 people, 1 people, 4 people in the car, but that was, and that netted us an extra $930. So just for your information there. And if anybody has any other questions at anything about, like there was a couple of questions came up this week about the Amnesty Program. Our program is listed on our website of what it takes to apply for it, how it works, and then if anybody has any questions on it, they're more than welcome to contact me or the office, come up, and you can always get a list to be able to find out how many properties we've sold and you know what transpired for that. So we just don't post that out on social media. So, but that information is available if anybody has that information. So, other than that, that's all I have.
Awesome. Thank you, Bob. Maintenance report, Mike.
The next upcoming weeks, we have a lot of grading to be done on the rock roads. Also fixing of, or not fixing, but redoing the parking lot down here across from Crystal Lake. Apparently when DNR was out, the old boat ramp, it looks like to me, it was overflowing, or that was their overflow, so we're gonna reconstruct the parking lot so we can park on there a little bit better than we do currently. And then maintenance request forms is what we're gonna be working on also. That's it.
Very cool. Good. Anything else? Hazel, you got anything for Lake and Fish?
We had a few problems with the aerators. We had a few problems with the aerators on Woodland. We need to replace the hoses and we need to replace the fan, just so everybody knows what's going on with the lake.
Super.
Thank you.
Okay. One other thing that we've got, Sheriff candidate William Dickey would like to speak to the owners for a few minutes. Whenever.
Come on up to the podium
Come on
over
up.
here.
Yeah.
Come on up.
I got a couple things I want to say, but I can't walk that far.
Understood.
We'll get you after. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
yeah. You might have to pull the button forward. I don't know if it's
No, I
on.
got it
or
on.
not. You got it on, okay.
Just want to introduce myself. My name is William Dickey. I'm going to be seeking sheriff term this coming up election. One of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about, I know that you guys used to have a deputy here full time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that so?
Yes.
Do we know why that deputy was pulled?
Not
I
really.
believe, you talking about Tom Collette? I believe he retired.
Well, you had Tom, and then Matt Skaggs he
Right.
was also doing it.
They resigned.
Yeah.
That's
But we haven't gotten anybody since.
Tom retired for health reasons.
yeah.
Okay. Matt, nobody knows why.
He's a posted police officer.
Right. Okay. So if elected, I am gonna have you guys a deputy out here. Summertime. You know, definitely summertime. You know, I camp out here too. I stay out here. Me and my wife and my kids. You know, I want to make sure that everybody out here has the same protection that, you know, anybody else does in Washington County. I kind of feel like they just forget all about you guys out here. Back whenever I was working for Washington County, you know, I tried to spend as much time out here as I could. And even then, if we had a wreck, you know, somebody was bringing me in to show me where the road was at. And, you know, so my deputy will get familiar with Woodland Lakes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You want to remind me, for the people that don't know, what is it, August 4th?
Yeah, August
The
4th.
owners that live here, and if you reside in Washington County, go ahead, I'll let you explain the preliminary, or what's it called?
Yeah, so August 4th, you know, me and him's running on the same party, me and the current sheriff. August 4th is going to be our election, so if he beats me out, then we're done. It doesn't go to November. Same way with me. If I win in August, you know, he's done. So I advise everybody get out on August 4th and vote. You know, if we want to see any changes.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anybody have any questions for me? No? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, sir. All right, I think at this time, we're gonna open the floor up for comments, I believe, yeah. We've got one from Linda Camiso regarding security. Come on up, Linda. Sure.
There was something put on Facebook that someone asked about on Saturdays, why we couldn't do this, that, and the other. And there was a response that said, because we don't have security here on Saturdays. I think that's not something we want the whole world to know. And I think that should never have been said.
Who said that?
My husband's read it, and he read it to me.
Well, if it's just an owner, there's really nothing we can do about that.
Well,
People have opinions about everything.
it wasn't an owner,
Oh,
but I'd rather not say who it was. Also, too, the culvert pipe up at the dumpster at Northwoods, that is washing out, and it is getting bigger. And people are going off in the ditch there.
They fixed it.
When did they fix it?
I don't know, but I noticed it last week and.
No, this was just a couple of days ago. The culvert, toward the maintenance shop down there.
Oh, on the maintenance, by the dumpsters?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, I noticed that it was washing out.
Yeah.
The rock was washing out there. It looks like they put smaller rock
Yeah.
and maybe some dirt in there to try to keep it, but the water always washes right there.
Yeah, well, that needs to be fixed, because there's two people that went off that when I was emptying trash
Yeah,
on 2 different days.
Definitely get with maintenance and have them take care of it.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
I think that was.
I'd just like to point out the one guy that drove up was drunk, because I stopped to help him.
He ended up in a ditch somewhere else, yeah.
Yeah, he was drunk, so that's.
I was also, too, I wanted to know how we get a hold of, who was running for sheriff out
Just
here.
about William Dickey.
That's
Yeah.
one right there.
How would we get a hold of you out here right now if we needed somebody?
Well, he's not in this, he's out of Leadwood, so he's not in this
Well,
district.
Right now.
He's just running for sheriff.
I know, but he isn't, are you? are
No,
you-
he's a police officer in Leadwood,
Okay, but,
so that's not his
so we
district.
can't get with him if there's a problem.
No,
Not yet.
no,
Okay, okay.
until he
Thank
gets
you.
elected.
If we vote for him in, we
I was
can.
gonna say, if you vote him in, then you can't.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah, okay, thank you.
So that's another reason to vote him in.
This is obvious.
Try it again. Call for adjournment.
Second.
Make a motion to adjourn?
Second.
This meeting is adjourned.
Yeah, guys.